Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to take you on a little adventure and look at some of the filming sites for Back to the Future. We're going to see the Puente Hills Mall, which was the Twin Pines / Lone Pine Mall. We're going to go to Lorraine's house. We're going to go to George McFlys house, and we're even going to go to Hill Valley High School, which is actually Whittier High School. So it's going to be an interesting filming location. First up here, we are here at the Gamble House, which was the filming location of Doc Brown's house in the movie Back to the Future. So behind me is the garage from Back to the Future, and this is where Doc Brown would do his experiments. Today it's the bookstore for the museum tours, and you can actually tour the house, and we'll show you the front. We're not going to take the tour today, but we'll go look at the bookstore so you can see the front of the garage, what was the garage, and the house itself. As we walk up to the Gamble House is kind of the perfection house of what's called the arts and crafts style in California. The arts and crafts style was the succession to the Victorian era houses, the Queen Victorian Anne style houses that were very decorative. They were more simple based, lots of woods, lots of rounded edges. The idea. So here we are in front of the front door of the Gamble House. It's a beautiful door here. You can see that it has stained glass, and it's just all mixed in with trees and the greenery. Even the stairs, in between the stairs, you can see that there's greenery in there. So it's a perfect example of an arts and crafts style house here in California, built in 1908. Now, if you remember in the movie, Marty McFly goes back to 1955, and he finds his father in an uncompromising position. On the curb here it says, Geo McFly fell from this tree, 1985. And this is, I guess, the tree that he climbed up in. And then over there is the house. That would have been Lorraine's house. And he would have been looking over at that movie window. The house is white, but obviously it's green now. But you can still see everything just as it was back then. It hasn't really changed much, so that's pretty cool. In the Back to the Future movie, this house is George McFly's house, which is 1711 Bushnell, but there's a lot of stuff in front of the house, but you can still see how it was the exterior for George McFly's house in Back to the Future. Okay, we're here at Whittier High School. Whittier High School was Marty McFly's high school. They used it for both the 1950s and the 1980s. It's got one of those classic looks to it that doesn't really change, so it's a great high school for filming the classic high school look to it. Over there is Whittier High School, which was Hill Valley High School. I don't think there was a fence back then. I think that fence is now because of safety issues on campus, and I totally understand that. So the high school is fenced over, but that would have been the front entrance for all the filming scenes for the high school, and also the interiors were shot there, except not the gymnasium. The gymnasium shots were actually done in a church in Hollywood. So the under the sea dance part was done in Hollywood, but the high school and the interior shots were done here at Whittier High School. Now in the movie, Marty McFly is told by Doc Brown to meet him out at the old Twin Pines Mall parking lot. And so in the movie, you see him coming into the Twin Pines Mall parking lot, and he comes down from over on this hill. So if you look to the left, this is the view that you see him coming in on his skateboard. And this is where he finds the van and a strange vehicle in the parking lot. And so this is the shot where the Twin Pines Mall sign would have been. And then later on in the movie, he gets chased by the Libyans. And so he hops into the DeLorean. We're going to pretend we're in the DeLorean here. And he comes around what is the J.C. Penney's. And the J.C. Penney's now is a 24-hour fitness center that's not used much. But he comes down this road, and he almost gets up to 88 miles an hour, but he doesn't quite make it because he comes up to this line on the left, and he suddenly has to make a right-hand turn. So we're gonna make that right-hand turn here. And it's just about here where he turns around and he sees that the terrorists have a missile launcher. So he has to make another right turn right up here where he turns around and then he goes 88 miles an hour, and the next thing you know, he's in 1955. But we're gonna go to the mall. I wanted to come here to the Puente Mills Mall because I heard that it got sold to a developer. And so I'm thinking it might not be around much longer. These days, malls are not as popular as they used to be. Of course, in the movie Back to the Future, all the shots were done on the exterior. None were done inside, but I'm hoping that we can see some interesting things inside, and I'm just interested to see what's left of this mall. As you can see, a lot of it's just empty. Most of the anchor stores are already gone. Of course, with the closing, I don't expect there to be much left in the mall, but we'll go check it out inside the mall here. Looks like a lot of the stores are closed already. I guess since it got sold out, most of these stores are closing. So it's kind of eerie. There's all this space here, but nobody's here. I'm just curious if we'll see anything open here. People are in and out here, so there must be some stores here, but I don't know what stores are here. Ah, look what I just found. The Twin Pines Mall sign. This used to be up by the This used to be up by the yellow sign over there, so it's kind of cool to see it still there. There's a Daniel's Jeweler still hanging out there. It's very interesting to see what's still there and what's not. There's a collector's outlet store here. We can go see what's inside the collector's outlet. See if there's any good sales. Looks like there was a lot of Asian places here. There's a Kublai Khan place still open. I bet you that was hot dog on a stick over there. Those must have closed a long time ago. Here there's a Tokyo Grill teriyaki sushi roll, but it's closed obviously. I don't know what that used to be. So it's kind of weird seeing a mall like this dying. Over here it says Taco Mexico. That must have been interesting. It said that they had tortas on Wednesdays. That would have been interesting. And chilaquiles. I guess I will never be able to try that place. And there's katsu plates. That looks nice, but they're obviously already closed. It says we have been blessed with the best customers we can ask for since 2004. Thank you for partnering us. With over 2 decades, we are closed. In this corner, there's still a Wetzel Pretzels open and a Hot Pot place open. So I guess there is 2 places to eat. Not much, but it's something. And an AMC theater, I can smell the popcorn over here. It says here that there was a Macy's, Burlington Coat Factory, Ross, Sears. None of those stores are here anymore. Oh wait, there is still a Ross Dress for Less over there, but that's about it. According to this sign, this mall is going to be redeveloped into something new, but I'm not so sure about that. In California, we have a lot of sun, so we don't need indoor malls. That's not really a thing in California anymore. It's kind of a passing era. That's going to do it for Puente Hills Mall. I hope that was interesting. The sign was interesting. Everything else in there was just kind of sad. Like I said, there was no interior shots for Back to the Future inside the mall. Everything happened outside here in the parking lot. But it was interesting to see what was a very vibrant mall in the 80s. Malls used to be a very popular thing. Let's come to this. Now there's just few people. I didn't see many people buying anything. I bought some Wetzel's pretzels, but most people there were just for the air conditioning. I totally get that. It's 113 outside today, so it's really hot, but well, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Thank you for traveling with PedrozaTravels, and we'll look out for a brand new adventure on the next video.